5 luxury watches that are totally undervalued right now. 1. Rolex Datejust 16013, Rolex Cellini, Omega Seamaster 300 Diver, Omega Speedmaster Sapphire Sandwich, and the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Diver. What's up, guys? My name is Chris Warrens. I'm the owner of Warrior Time. We have been full-time luxury watch dealers, my team and I, since 2017. And here on this channel, we're all about education. Speaking of which, let's get into today's show. Numero uno. For those of you that don't know and are new to this channel, I am working on being bilingual. That was a joke. Rolex Datejust 16013. Listen, I talk about this watch on this channel pretty often because I don't think it gets enough attention and I don't think enough is understood about it. The MSRP in the 70s is almost exactly the same as the market price today as this show is being recorded, for about $5,000. You can have a vintage two-tone and classic Datejust. Just think about it. If you bought one of these new in the 70s and wore it for 40 plus years and then decided to sell it, you'd be given almost the same amount of money for the watch all these years later. Now, we're not talking about inflation and the price of money. We're just talking about $5,000 then, $5,000 now. It's an amazing vintage and classic piece for around $5,000. And to put it into perspective, the current Datejust variation, which looks almost exactly the same, is around 15 grand. So I think this is very undervalued currently. Numero dos, the Rolex Cellini. Not the most popular model produced. However, its engineering has been around since the 60s. We'll focus on the late 2000s to mid 2010s model for this show. 39mm in white or ever rose gold on leather with a very slim, not tall case. Features both a smooth and fluted bezel and more of a degree of old money look, which is different than most Rolex because most Rolex is considered new money. Now, I don't know if that matters to anybody, but there are differences in old money to new money looks. If you really shop, you can find these around $10,000, usually without papers, and normally for around 15 grand or so, depending on the variation. And there's many variations, and to include a moon phase, which is a little odd. Given it was replaced by the 1908 model, and the prices are much more for this make, the Cellini is a great buy and undervalued in my humble opinion. It's not going to appeal to everyone. It kind of flies low key on the Rolex radar, but very undervalued. Numero tres, Omega Seamaster Diver 300M. I know, my bilingualness is getting better. My favorite dials are green and blue. These are my favorite on the variation. However, there are other dials, gray, white, black. They come on bracelet and on rubber. Personally, I prefer the rubber wear. There's a 55-hour power reserve, waterproof to 300 meters or 1,000 feet. MSRP is about $6,000, and these can be found new on the secondary market for like 4 grand. You gotta dig it up to find these, though, for that price point, which, in my humble opinion, makes it undervalued. This type of watch trades under MSRP brand new on the secondary market. There's a lot of negative things said about secondary market, and people call it the gray market. But one of the cool things is if you're a savvy buyer, rather than buying a Omega brand new for 6 grand, you could buy it brand new on the secondary market for $2,000 less. And that's one of the reasons why I think this watch is very undervalued. It's also a great entry-level timepiece. And when I say entry-level in the industry, it's a very entry-level piece made famous, the brand's made famous by our favorite 007, James Bond. Numero cuatro, Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch Professional, the Sapphire Sandwich. Reference 310-3042-5001-002. Thank you, Omega. Cool nickname for this watch. Sapphire Sandwich comes with both crystal and case back crystal. Said better, crystal on the front, crystal on the back for the exhibition case back, making it a sapphire sandwich, hence the name. So what do I like about it? The history. This model has been to the moon 6 times, 6 landings. The Speedmaster Moonwatch is one of the world's most iconic timepieces. The case back, I truly think the coaxial caliber 3861 on display is beautiful with the open exhibition case back. It's very pretty movement while it's running, especially for the price point. You don't see a lot of great open case backs at the market price. Now, MSRP is about $8,500 plus tax, which would bring you over $9,000. But you can find these brand new on the secondary market for $7,000, kind of like the Seamaster. Again, these are one of the perks of finding something on the secondary market when it sells for under MSRP. Now, a lot of other brands sell under MSRP too, like Rolex, AP, and Patek. But for this price point, I see this as a hugely undervalued option that is very similar, not in looks and style, but very similar to the Rolex Submariner when it comes to quality and the price point. And that's why I think it's very undervalued. Numero 5, my favorite brand, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Diver. We're going to focus on the first generation here, say mid-2010s, 2014, 2015. Some have a closed case back. But the coolest part about this is it's an Audemars Piguet under $20,000. This is entry level for the brand AP and entry level for a Royal Oak Offshore. These to me are very undervalued given the brand name and the ability to get into them for much less than most APs and models. It's a very tall case. It's a bit of a bulky watch, FYI, but they're built for diving, thus it being a bit robust. Great value under 20 grand. I believe they are undervalued, specifically the first generation. All right, so let's close this out. If you want to learn how to work with us, links are in the show notes below. Before you go, I'd love your feedback on these watches. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't hit the like button or hit subscribe, please do. But most importantly, keep watching, because if you liked this video, the next one coming up, I guarantee you'll like too. Appreciate you all, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.